All right, so we're going to go ahead and get into Esports League here at Community League. I'm Alexander, OPL Archambault. Joining me from the States is the one and only Nezzy. How are you doing today, Nezzy?
I'm doing quite well, Opal. And it looks like LeBlanc and Zach are the first bands going out today.
Yeah, it looks like we are going to go ahead and get straight into Champ Select very quickly. Here we go. Just give us a quick second here, guys. I'm just looking here. Having a little bit of issues. There we go. Now we actually have it going up.
And Galio going in as the second ban, a very strong top laner right now.
Yeah, so Galio gets banned out right there. We also see the Lulu getting banned out, so if you are red side, majority of the time, you do have to ban that Lulu out immediately if you're not going to be picking it, usually because blue side will instantly take it first pick.
Yeah, Lulu is probably the most all-around support, the best support in this game right now because she has CC, shields, a good amount of damage with her Q, and the wild growth as for extra utility as Caitlyn is locked in.
Yeah, Caitlyn does get locked in here. Our overlay will be updated quite shortly. There we go. Shen is being hovered right there. It does get locked in.
Yeah, and Karma goes down as well. Karma pretty much the support behind Lulu, probably second best support in the game. Shields, a lot of utility, a lot of poke with that ulted Q. Ult and Q basically making a zone as Fizz is being hovered currently.
Yeah, Fizz is being hovered right now at the moment, so we'll see if that goes on through. Again, a lot of damage being hovered. Lee Sin does get locked in, as well as that Fizz.
Yeah, Lee Sin, one of the best early game junglers, could cause a lot of pain for anybody, the jungler for the red side, as Lucian Vlad also locked in as well.
Yeah, Lucian Vlad getting locked in on the side of Tetris. And we are interested to see. Yeah, go ahead.
Oh, okay. Yeah, Lucian also pretty good. We saw him a bit at MSI in many different positions, ADC, mid lane. Huni, unfortunately, I don't think he played the top lane. But, well, Lucian, very good early game. 80 carry, can dish out a good amount of damage early mid. Does fall off a bit later, while Caitlyn does accelerate. So they might want to finish the camp early. But they do have Vladimir as a good amount of late game damage.
Yeah, we do see a Janna hover coming out right now, giving that Caitlyn the heal protection. Lots of peel in that kit. And it allows for you to go really aggressive when you have Caitlyn there, especially with a headshot. And
yeah, Janna does, and Aurelia as well.
Yeah, Aurelia getting locked in as well.
Yeah, Aurelia, so it looks like it's going to be Aurelia versus Shen. Aurelia very auto attack reliant, though Shen does have his W to basically block those auto attacks. Though Shen obviously got nerfed a bit in the past few patches, not as strong as he used to be. I do see maybe as long as Aurelia stays out of his zone, Aurelia could definitely get a few good trades in. Otherwise, I think Shen can sustain through the lane.
Yeah, and the Olaf is going to be the last thing that comes out here to round out the comp. So, again, looking to dive into that back line and be able to ignore the Janna with that Ragnarok.
Yeah, definitely. Janna has a very good peel in her ultimate. Almost nobody can basically get past it. No Olaf can ult right straight through the ultimate, so even if Janna gets it off, it won't have any effect on Olaf, and Olaf can just run her down. And then roll the rest of the team.
Yeah, for sure. It's going to be interesting to see. This is our first game here in Calgary. I'd like to just welcome you guys in. This is Community Gaming's, I believe, second event overall. It is their first actual tournament here in Calgary. Thank you, Derek, there, getting some water. We are just going to wait here for that 3-minute delay. So, Nezzy, what do you kind of like in here in the comps? What do you mainly see that you like?
Well, as far as for Tetris, there is a good amount of peel on the side for them with the Lee Sin kick. The Janna obviously has a lot of peel in her kit with the Her Q can knock some people away. Her ulti, obviously, very, very effective. And it can keep Caitlyn safe while Fizz and Aurelia dive the enemy backline as well. And basically, as long as Janna can keep the Olaf and the Shen away from the Caitlyn, everything should be fine, because Caitlyn's their main backline threat. Everyone else is usually either dive or peel. So if Barefoot can get rid of the Caitlyn, they can definitely erase a lot of that attack damage going. As long as they're able to keep.
I think you're good right there. Sorry about that.
Yeah, as I was saying, it's going to be very interesting. It's definitely Tetris would want to keep Caitlyn safe, as Caitlyn definitely accelerates into the late game very well with the Runaan's Infinity Edge. With that build, can definitely cause a lot of havoc. And basically, as long as she can keep herself back and away, constantly shooting, she'll be fine. As for the red side, they're definitely wanting to go for that dive. Shen, Olaf, Vlad can definitely run in there. Karma running the shields, and Lucian dashing around, keeping himself safe and keeping those shots pouring out. Of course, Shen has a few delivery systems with the Olaf, with the Vladimir. Vladimir can pull in, Olaf can just straight up run in with Ragnarok. As basically, he can just run into that back line, get on top of Caitlyn as long as nobody stops him. Basically, it's going to be a sort of it's going to be a match to determine who. It's basically a game of chicken. Whether if Lee Sin and Janna use their peel first, or if Olaf uses his Ragnarok first. Because Olaf does have his Ragnarok, he's just a big lumbering Viking. He can't really do much. Like, he has good early game, but eventually Olaf also falls off a bit late. If it was late game, I'd probably get the advantage to Team Tetris. Though I think early, the Lucia and Karma can be a very potent bot lane, and it'll be up to Janna. Janna took Ignite, which is odd. Usually, Janna's a very passive support, normally taking Exhaust. And there is no exhaust on the side, so if Olaf runs in the back, there's nothing to stop him, really, especially if he runs the Ragnarok.
Yeah, nothing will be able to really stop him from going in right there, and I also like that ability with that Shin to really go in and dive with the backline. You also have the other option of using it on that Vlad, and again, submarining in, as you would say, with that pool, able to get in behind the team as well, get that Hemoplague down right there, as we are going to go ahead and just quickly go back in here, as we are going to load on into the Rift here for our first game of the tournament. I'm super excited. Make sure to leave your guys' thoughts. Who you think is going to win this one? Like I said, I'm kind of preferring the comp from, I believe it was Barefoot. Personally, I do like their little bit more mixed damage there. I think it'll mainly depend if this Fizz can really take off.
Yeah, definitely Fizz can go one of two ways. If Fizz gets fed early, he can run from mid, he can run to bot, he can run to top, he can run all over the Rift and cause a lot of havoc for all those lanes, and really in the snowball the advantage for Team Tetris as well. And pretty much, yeah, it basically, Crux is right on the Fizz. Vladimir is a very safe laner, can definitely hold on and use that W to keep himself safe. Fizz also having the troll pole to keep himself safe, so I don't think mid lane is going to be a very good gank target. But I feel like top lane will definitely be the lane. If there's going to be a gank, that will be where to go.
Well, I can hear that we're about to get on into the Rift here, guys, so I'm super excited to see how well this will get on here at the Esports Open here of Community Gaming. It is Tetris versus Barefoot. I'm super excited to see how well this goes.
Yeah, as we load up the ring, would you like to introduce Team Tetris?
The Summoner's Rift.
As we are about to get in, it looks like overlay will go ahead and disappear there. And looking to be a pretty safe start overall.
Yeah, as for the red side, we have Barefoot with Beyond on the Shen in the top lane. Golden Cactus on the Olaf in jungle. Element on the Vladimir in the mid lane. Milk on the Lucian AD carry, and Prince Arrow on the Karma support.
Yeah, and over on Team Barefoot, we do have Beyond up in the top lane on that Shed. Golden Cactus on the Olaf. Element McD on the Vlad. Got you Milk on that Lucian and Prince. Oh, I believe you just did that one. Sorry.
Yeah.
Having a little bit of audio issues here, so sorry about that.
All right, so it looks like both teams are just feeling each other out right now. Just going for the safe start. Helping out their jungler, bot lane town jungler with their respective buffs.
Yeah, looking to clear that red buff. Start on the bot side here with that Lee Sin. Olaf as well starting at his blue buff. So both junglers might see each other up in that top lane if they decide to go aggressive. Or maybe even see a quick early gank around that level 2 mark with that Lee Sin, especially trying to get that Vlad behind and maybe get that Fizz ahead.
Yeah, definitely, because both Olaf and Lee Sin are both very potent early game junglers. They can gank quite effectively. I think Lee Sin's a little bit better of an early game jungler than Olaf, but if Olaf lands an axe, it could be trouble for whoever's on the receiving end of it.
That could be very trouble as Wings does get poked there a little bit by Prince Arrow. Nothing a whole lot going to be doing there. Not a mantra Q as Scott over on that blue buff, able to clear that one out. Yeah, we're seeing right now. Both Cactus also over at his red buff, going to go ahead and clear that one out.
Yeah, it seems like they're paying the top lane, and then either maybe Shen's noticing there's a ward, or possibly it could be a planned gank, because it looks like Olaf looks like he's doing Krugs. Everyone seems to be settling in right now.
Yeah. Skid right now going to go ahead and clear up that Scuttle Crab. Going to go ahead and get a little bit of vision there. Captain getting pushed toward his turret right now. Vlad does have that advantage, at least early on, against the Fizz, where he won't really have any wave clear in general. Muscle going to get a little bit of trade right here beyond. Pops the AoE dodge right now. Gets the taunt onto Muscle, but it won't really happen much there.
Yeah. Fizz, unfortunately, early game is being a melee champion, going into range, is going to have to suffer a bit of poke from the Vladimir. Basically going down, as he has to wait pretty much till level 6 until he can possibly all-in with the Ignite and the Fish. As for top lane, we're seeing that AoE dodge go down, as it's going to be hard for Aurelia to... Aurelia's going to have to count that cooldown and make sure that Shen doesn't have his W up while she goes in.
Yeah, Wiggs and them starting to zone off the Lucian right now. Does have a little bit of that range advantage if they can really harass. It really helps them out. Meanwhile, in the mid lane, Captain Kid going aggressive right here. Ignite gets taken down onto Element, going pretty low right now. Element doing the take. He flashes in, gets the first blood.
Whew. And Fizz, that Ignite is very good against Vladimir, because Vladimir, while is a health-based champion, does rely on health and cast abilities, and getting that Grievous Wounds to reduce the healing didn't allow Vlad to get off that last Crimson Rush and get as much healing as he would have wanted. And while he did pool, the pool also does cost a bit of his current health, I think 20% of his current health, and that could have been in his demise, trying to escape, ended up maybe taking away a bit too much health, leaving him with not enough time to get that last Crimson Rush to try to live.
So Barefoot immediately, Tetris getting the early advantage here right now with that one, getting the first blood onto that Fizz. And we talked about if that Fizz can really go off, start roaming to other lanes, it can be absolute trouble for Bear.
Yeah, I've seen enough fed Fizzes enough for my lifetime, and you do not want a fed Fizz, because he'll just run all over the map and end up getting fed off not only the mid lane, top lane, jungle, anybody in sight. Will just end up being a target for his fish.
They are pushing in right now. Wings up, they're trying to apply pressure up in this bot lane. Meanwhile, Muscle up in that top. Pretty even lane at the moment. Beyond of them trading back and forth. Muscle does get taunted. Here comes Golden in from the top lane right now. Flash is blown by the Aurelia. Going down right now. Flash comes out from the Shin. They pick up the response kill up in top lane. It's 1-1. Even out the gold back again. Yeah.
Olaf running Ghost instead of Flash, so even if Aurelia flashed away, Olaf still had his Ghost ticking and will run you
Wings of them
down.
going aggressive down in this bot lane. Here comes the Shen ult from top lane. Gachu Milk going on in. Flashes are burned. The heal comes out. Gachu flashes underneath turret. Heal comes out. He's going to survive. Meanwhile, Muscle comes down with the teleport. Puppy going down low. He gets taken down by Beyond. Muscle, he has to back out right now. He's going into a 2v1.
And after giving up that first kill, Barefoot responding right back, getting 2 more kills in the bot lane. And while Master Hack did answer the Stand United from Shen, it was too little too late, as the shields were enough to keep Lucian alive. Both Karma and Shen shields basically keeping him alive, as he basically went down to track down the Caitlyn.
Meal right now up in that top lane. You have Olaf holding it right now. Beyond is going to go ahead and TP back into that one to make sure he doesn't lose out on any farm from that Shen ult. Was able to make a lot of impact on the map. Now it's 2-0.
Yeah, that good thing about Shen having basically 2 globals right now. He can use one of them to basically, most likely, Stand United to go down to help out the team, and basically use the other to go back, either make a play later or to just go back and catch up on some CS.
Captain right now in that mid lane. We haven't seen a whole lot other than him that early. Again, Element can still output that damage and can sustain that lane, so really has to commit to the all-in right now. That Ignite is about to come up for Captain, though, so you might see him go aggressive again.
Yeah, Captain also has the fish right up as well, so unless Vlad can dodge it with his pool, it's gonna be a fish. That will just end up a fish out of water.
Going on in is just going to go and Trickster back into that wave, start to give it a little bit more of a clear. Wigs right now farming.
Yeah, from looks like Vlad does have a 13 TS advantage as Fizz goes in.
Yeah, Fizz going in right now. Captain going a little bit low. Ignites come on down. Element might be able to sustain it down a little bit. He will pick up the kill. In the end, Element takes that one. Golden is here for the flash kick comes out. Not able to throw him underneath turret, though, so a little bit of a misplay there coming out from Skid.
That was a clutch axe from Golden Cactus, taking out the Fizz before Fizz can take out the Vlad. And I think Lee Sin was trying to aim for the tower, but unfortunately just sent Olaf to party with the Raptors.
Raptors not doing enough damage to take down the Olaf, unfortunately. There is a Water Drake up on the table right now, but you can see this vision line coming out from there right now, is they're able to really tell what's going around around those pits, especially in the Dragon.
Yeah, they used that play earlier when Shen TP'd down to the bot lane to basically establish a little bit more vision and hopefully get a foot up on the vision and know exactly where the Lee Sin is and most importantly where he is not.
Right now, a little bit of trades going down in that bot lane. Captain was immediately right off after that Ignite came off cooldown, tried to get another kill there, but ended up getting foiled there by Golden. And now Bear starting to build a little bit of a kill lead right now, and as well as a gold lead, up 2,000 gold and 3 kills.
Yeah, that's a really nice lead to sit on, but more importantly, can they take advantage of that lead? And it looks like they're going to take the Ocean Drake right now.
Yeah, Golden has started the Drake right now. There is a ward in the deep of the pit, though, that pink ward does not see right now. Captain is going to go in, immediately ults on in. Dragon is going to go over to the blue side right now. Golden Cactus has the Shen ult on top of him. Captain gets taunted right there into the pit, not able to finish off the kill onto him. Skid is going to go down as well. They pick up the kill from Got You Milk, and that is 2 kills going over for Bear, as well as not the Water Drake, so it actually a good trade overall there for Tetris.
Yeah, definitely an even trade overall, as Tetris did lose. Looks like they lost 2 people for that Drake and a kill on Golden Cactus. I mean, I think Golden Cactus would have been down a lot earlier if not for the shields from the Shen and the Karma. Shields right now in League being very impactful right now. As far as the meta.
Going aggressive there. Wings able just a 90 caliber net out. Not looking to really has that damage mitigation with that Janna, so okay, taking those trades there, as Karma's not going to be helping you output much damage unless she hits it there. Captain getting pushed underneath his tower again, and that's a big factor. His Elements farm, look at that, almost 40 CS up on this Fizz, and that is a great place to be as a Vladimir, as well as really starting to shut down that Fizz as we just passed the 11-minute mark.
Yeah, this Fizz got rolling at first, but has slowed down a bit, is falling behind really badly on CS, currently a 25 CS deficit. As basically he did start out well, but he hasn't been able to capitalize on that first kill and pretty much has been sitting dormant.
Yeah, not looking to really make any bigger impacts around the map at the moment beyond pushing in that top lane, though has lost a little bit of farm from the roams, but has made big impacts with that Stand United. Has 3 kills and 2 assists. Already has that Sunfire Cape and 2 cloth armor. This is going to be a really tanky Shed.
Yeah, kills getting on the tank. While it doesn't let Ben's doing the most damage in the world, getting that Shed really tanky will be really helped, as he will basically, if this trend continues, he'll end up becoming a raid boss.
Yeah, and we also saw the ultimate become really clutch there on Golden in that pit. That ult was changed, so it does more. The lower the HP of the target that you're ulting, the bigger that shield is actually going to become. And you saw it on Golden Cactus. It was around 400 health, and it allowed him to stay alive, output a little bit more damage, and at least trade back some kills onto the Lee Sin and Fist. As you do have Golden Cactus. Made his way down. 90 caliber does come out. Gonna see if Golden gets anything here. We do have Element roaming from mid lane, and it looks like they just want to take this turret. Wings is sticking around. He has to be a little bit careful. Element is going to get knocked up there. Gotcha Milk is going to pop the... Oh, big amount of damage going down on there. Wings is going to get taken down there by the Vladimir ult. Up in top lane, Muscle and Beyond trading back and forth. Muscle already popping that ultimate right now. Is going to get stunned onto Beyond, but that looks like it's going to be it as they are trying to take down this bottom tower.
Yeah, nice play in the bot lane by Barefoot as they look to take down this first tower. And unfortunately, Aurelia needs to finish her Triforce, or she's not really going to do too much damage to the Shen.
Element right now, they're able to pick up the first turret blood of the game, and that's a big one right now. A lot of gold just went onto that Lucian. Element right as well in this mid lane can start really pressuring around the map. That roam really helped it out because Captain wasn't able to answer without losing a bunch of farm as well as possibly a turret. Yeah, from what it seems, it's currently about a 4K gold lead. My bad. A 4K gold lead for Barefoot, and this gold lead keeps getting bigger and bigger. And Tetris needs to find a way to stop the bleeding. Golden going to go ahead and clear out that blue buff. Positive thing about having that Vladimir in the mid lane, you don't really need to give that over too often. It really only gives him that cooldown reduction, which his build is plenty of right now. Has that Proto Belt, has the Ionian boots, so really can start rotating the spells in and out and start just outputting an insane amount of DPS.
Yeah, Olaf does use mana, definitely can use that mana regen to throw out a few more axes. From it looks like there was a lane swap after the bot lane tower went down as Karma and Lucian went to the top lane, now to pressure down the Aurelia.
So Bear looking to change it up right now, able to try and get some pressure now up into that top lane, because that Shed can answer anything right now, and you see it immediately. They're going to clear out this ward. They're going for the Rift Herald. And you have 5 members of Tetris that have come to answer. Sid is going to land that Q right now. Shen ult does get popped off. Golden is running straight toward the team. Double taunt comes out right there. Golden going to take it down very low. He gets taken down. Rift Herald has joined the fight. Captain going down very low. He gets taken down by Element as they're able to respawn right there. Looking to chase down Wings at the moment. Element getting really close. Flashes on it. Gets denied there by the Janna ult. But the Rift Herald is going to go over to Tetris after it resets.
Yeah, going over to Barefoot, the Rift Herald will be going to. And that was a good heads-up play by Tetris to try and take down while they were doing the Herald, but unfortunately, they only just traded it 1-for-1 for kills, and they still won't. And the Herald will still go over to Barefoot.
With that one, Element is going to be the one picking up that Rift Herald, so we're going to see if it gets put anywhere in particular right now. He is heading toward the top lane. He's going to immediately pop it, and they're looking to maybe pressure that mid lane as he immediately backs there. So this is a little bit weird of a way to use the Rift Herald. You don't really see this too often.
Yeah, usually you want a few team members escorting the Herald, as Herald does damage herself while charging those towers. Usually you want to send maybe a person or two with them to hopefully take that tower a bit faster and keep that Herald alive for as long as possible.
Yeah, Rift Herald is going to go down in top lane. Doesn't pick up anything, but they are looking to pick up this Mountain Drake as they are just taking it out of the pick. Skid on the side right now, maybe looking to get a steal. He's going to go on and lands the Q onto the Dragon. He's not able to flash out there. He gets taken down, and Bear going to pick up that Mountain Drake.
It looks like he was about to. He had the resonating strike on there, but he got taunted before he can take it, so he wasn't able to go in and get the Q smite off. So that's Mountain Drake going over for the side of Barefoot. And as the mid lane towers also might be going down as well.
Yeah, so gonna go ahead, take up that mid lane tower, and that's a big one for them. So they're able to start really pressuring around the map.
Yeah, both Lucian and Olaf are very potent in the early mid game, and this is their time to possibly snowball that advantage they have occurred. It looks like a 5K gold lead at 17 minutes. They'll have to want to take advantage of that and hopefully run down the side of Tetris before they fall off a bit.
Right now, Tetris rotating up toward that top lane, looking to defend this tower. Golden looking to pressure onto it with that Janna, though. They're able to shield that one up. They don't have a whole lot to worry about. Skating is around the corner in case something goes wrong.
Yeah, when they said that Rift Herald, I think they may have forgotten that Janna can shield towers. So it looks like that Rift Herald was got a bit of damage down, but did not end up netting themselves a tower. That's a rare sight. Usually when someone gets Rift Herald, that's usually a tower guaranteed to go down.
And right now you have a lot of members roaming up at the moment. Taunt comes out, Muscle is from the side, Hemo Plate goes down, Element is ignited right now, goes into a pool. Beyond and Golden right now are the flat lines, and they're slowly whittling away. Puppey is able to pop off the Janna ult, but does not hold it for too long. Immediately does get trapped right there. Muscle, you're going to go down immediately. Their Shen ult comes out on top of Golden right now as Captain is not able to pick up the kill. Got2 Milk has come in to answer as Prince Arrow going to pick up the kill.
Yeah, that's 2 kills going down for this Barefoot, picking up those 2 kills and the top turret. It looks like Tetris is trying to defend a tower and looked like they bit off a bit more they can chew, burning a few ultis as well.
So 2 ultis blown right there, and they are looking to keep up the pressure up here in top lane. 4 members of Bear putting down onto this tower right now. They're going to get a decent little chunk off it. But they look in that bot lane, there's a big wave starting to build up there, so someone's going to have to go and answer that one. And maybe start setting up for a Baron, or at least trying to bait one out.
Yeah, it looks like Vlad's going back. Looks like he'll be the one to answer that wave. And they can definitely set up a 1-3-1 with the Shen and the Vlad. Vladimir's a potent split pusher. They can set up the 1-3-1. Shen does have the globals to go back, or they can just keep the Vlad in the middle and just send Shen to the side, just in case there is a fight to break out in the mid lane.
Right
they
now,
have options.
Tetris and them are answering in that mid lane. Muscle up in that top lane, clearing out some wards. Captain going to go ahead and clear out that pink as well, just denying a little bit of vision where they can. Beyond, he will have that TP coming up quite shortly as Wing's going to take the red buff.
Yeah, it looks like they sent the jungler. Olaf is currently clearing out the bot lane. It looks like he'll just take that farm to himself. Junglers usually relegated to their jungle to farm, but Olaf will take the minions for himself if he wants.
Can never argue with free farm as the jungler right there, especially in Olaf. Only lets him allow to get a little bit more tanky, allow him to run into that back line, output an insane amount of damage, and just be an annoyance right there. We saw it in the last fight. He just ulted right there, and Puppey actually immediately ulted, but it doesn't matter. That Olaf is just going to run through that Typhoon and just try and cause havoc as they immediately flash down. So, going to see what they can do to try and answer this Olaf, because even though they have all this hard CC, it doesn't matter a whole lot if he could just run through it.
Yeah, I saw Puppey use the ultimate, but immediately got out of it as Puppey just saw a raging Viking run towards her. That's not a sight you want to see as a very squishy Janna. You do not want to see an angry Viking run towards you.
Wings right now setting up that trap line, trying to deny the siege right now. Can try and farm back up very slowly to try and get back into contention with Got2 right now. He is kind of spiked right now as that Lucian almost has that Black Cleaver finished off. Skid on the side, maybe looking to land a Q. It's just going to go ahead and back off. And the game's kind of died down a little bit as we just did have that Baron spawn up into that top side of the map. So, going to be interesting how well that goes. Yeah,
the saving grace for Team Tetris is they do have the Caitlyn. Caitlyn very good at sieging, also preventing sieges with those traps, and with her right now currently having Runons, can definitely have a bit of wave clear along with her kit to keep Barefoot at bay as they try to siege towers.
Beyond up in this top lane. Going to start pushing that wave in. Does have that Sunfire. Sunfire did get a little bit of a change, so it allows you to push waves actually slightly faster there. Really helps with that split push, especially on that Shen. As he didn't go Tiamat on anything, so he's not building Titanic just yet. Might be starting to, but still does not have the incredible split push power that you see in the Shen later on.
Yeah, definitely. Shen wants to get a Sunfire Cape, wants that Titanic Hydra with the health and the extra Tiamat procs to basically clear out waves, build up that split push. Certainly 3-on-6 definitely would be a very potent split pusher come the late game. And you'll probably have to spend more than just maybe Aurelia to deal with them.
Right now, Bear have control of this Dragon. They're going to instantly take that one down, as that's going to be a nice Cloud Drake. Gives them some mobility around the map, especially with that Karma, and it's also great on Olaf, too.
Yeah, definitely. Cloud Drake, not one of the most popular, definitely takes a backseat to Infernal and the Mountain. And, well, definitely it's not the most talked about Drake. But some people, it has got a low minority as Cloud Drake. I mean, it has gotten buffed since it has came to the game. I think it's definitely good for Olaf. Definitely, Olaf can be tight in the late game, so every little bit of move speed can help the Olaf hopefully run down the backline of Team Tetris.
Right now, starting to push in onto this bot side, trying to get some deep ward coverage right now. 3 pinks into that river right now. It isn't doing a whole lot for them. They need to start trying to move that ward line down into the jungle.
Yeah, it looks like Tetris is doing the right thing by defensively warding their jungle, trying to make sure that they aren't going to try and get caught out when they go in there to possibly maybe take some of their camps or try to make a move toward Baron or Dragon. It does, definitely that's one thing you do want to do when you're behind is get those wards out, take a buddy. Possibly jungle support's usually the main combo since they have the most access to wards and ward clearing. That's usually jungle support synergy you do want when you're placing wards.
There, that ward is going to finally get spotted out there by Golden. Ping's coming on to that Baron right now. Starting to move up into this jungle, looking to try and maybe challenge this blue buff right now. They are going to take it over as Element's able to secure it with the Kidu. Immediately turning around, maybe looking at doing a Baron right now. They do have the Scuttle Trap. They do put down the pink ward. They're starting up the Baron here at 24 minutes.
Yeah, it looks like there is a ace in a hole coming in, blocked by Shen.
Fritz does get ulted right there. Golden takes the fish. Immediately Shen is going to ult, and Cactus just running down the team right now. Skid is unable to do anything as he gets taken down. Golden and Beyond able to take that one, immediately turning back onto the Baron.
Yeah, without the jungler, it looks like it would be a free Baron for the side of Barefoot. Though it looks like Tetris is not going to go down without a fight.
Yeah, they're keeping up the pressure right now. 2,500 on that Baron. It looks like it is going to go over to them. So red team do secure that one. And immediately looking up to this top lane, looking to keep up the pressure.
Yeah, good on Barefoot for sticking to one plan. Usually during these Baron calls, you have two different options. You could either finish the Baron or you fight. And sometimes, especially in some of these amateur teams, you see some split calls. Some people go into the fight, some people splitting off for the Baron. Usually you don't want to send word to maybe 1 or 2 people to just hold off the enemy team. But the problem is you split up and then you just have 2 people taking the Baron. It's not going down fast enough. And that basically it's the worst of both worlds if you have a split call. And good on Barefoot for keeping their call consistent.
So right now, Bear pushing into the base at the moment. Looking to finish this game off here. As the siege is starting to come out there, Wings, though, can just lay down the trap line, keep them from sieging, and it looks like they just kind of went back, bought some final items, and are looking to push down the base.
Yeah, this Vladimir, currently 4-1-2, has 3 items plus boots with the extra bit of safety from the Zanyas, so he doesn't have to rely basically only on the pool, which the pool does take a bit of health. He doesn't have to rely on that just to keep him safe. He can also use the Danyas as well for a little bit extra safety when Vlad does dive in.
Captain gonna go ahead back. That one was able to clear that wave. But nearly the pressure is coming in from Element in that mid lane. Pushing it in. Does have the cooldown reduction in his favor right now. I believe he's just hit that 35 or 40 mark, depending on his rune set right now. And Prince and Golden gonna start pressuring that bot side. Really start to push it in. Element is just in mid lane, just Baron buffing minions right now. There is 4 members he's against. Muscle is gonna go straight on in, stuns him, but it doesn't matter. They're gonna lose bot towers here.
Yeah, Vlad does have a lot of wave killer with his E, and he can just keep sustaining his health with the occasional Q procs. And meanwhile, bot lane is just getting torn down as Vlad joins his team.
Getting stormed right down right now. Emmett does get fish, does pull that one right now. Looking to start pressuring this inhibitor. Skid is going to get taken down very low. Does get rooted there. Redemption is going out. Element going to immediately burst him down. Captain in the backside right now. Element is not able to finish off the kill on top of him, but Golden says, I will, as Shit is going to ult on top of him. Bear right now just pressuring in onto the base. So looking to end this one.
Yeah, it looks like it's getting bad, the worse for Team Tetris as they're running out of space in their block line. And it seems like there might be a game over for Tetris.
And with that one, guys, it looks like our first game is going to go over to Barefoot as they take down Tetris here at 28 minutes on the clock. They're going to go ahead and move on to the next round. Meanwhile, Tetris will go into our lower tier bracket at the moment as we go back on into this one.
Whew.
And with that one, Nizzy, it was just kind of a snowball from mid lane. Just ended right there.
Yeah, definitely. It seems like Fizz had it at first because Fizz did get if I recall correctly, did get the first blood, had the momentum at the beginning of the game, but just couldn't do anything. And Vlad just got a few plays here and there. Next thing you know, you have a Blood Mage run over the map and just bursting people over and over again with that sustained damage.
Yeah. So with that one, we are going to go straight to a quick break. We do have to do a really quick turnaround time. Sorry about cutting you off there, Nezzy, but we'll be right back. Our next match will be Best for Last versus Uncrowned Kings, and we'll see what goes up there. Congratulations to Barefoot. They're going to go ahead and move on to our next round. We'll be quickly right back after this break.